Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. And it starts out with this cool little bass line, actually, that kind of kicks things off where you play 3rd fret on the low E string, and then play 1st fret on the low E string, and then the open A string, or randomly that open A note you could play 5th fret on the low E string. Same note. So you're kind of playing a G note, and then go into an F note, and then go into an A note. And later on, that kind of gets embellished, actually, or when that cool bass line kind of kicks in, where you can play the 3rd fret on the low E string, kind of follow some cool rhythms, kind of that 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1st fret on the low E string, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then I'm grabbing that 5th fret on the low E string, for that 5, 5, 5, and then randomly you may want to throw in a 3rd fret on the low E string, and a little G note to kind of help point back to the A. 5, 5, 5, 5. So you could follow that all on the E string, actually, kind of that 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5. You kind of dig on that. And the chords that would kind of be backing up that bass line would start on a G major chord. We'll talk about a couple different options here, but in root position, you'd have 1st finger on the A 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd, and if you strum all those together, the beautiful, wonderful, happy sounds of G major. Now, you may also dig on putting 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. It's a slightly more powerful G. Or if you're digging on bar chords, randomly, another option for the G chord would be doing this as a 3rd fret bar, 2nd finger on the G 4th fret, 3rd finger on the A 5th fret, pinky on the D 5th fret. And if you strum all those together, that's another way you can play your G major from now until forever, which is very cool. But maybe a little bit difficult if you're just starting out, so you may want to grab just a regular G if you're just starting out. And then from the G, we'll be going to an F major chord. And normally, you would do this as a bar, actually, that same shape we were just talking about for G, but now from 1st fret. So you'd have 1st finger across the entire 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. If you strum all those together, the happy sounds of F major. Now if you're just starting out though, those bar chords can be kind of a pain in the butt. So we can use something called an F major 7, which is a good substitute for that chord a lot of times, where you do 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, the groovy sounds of F major 7. Now randomly, another option that can be very cool, especially if you're digging on that 4-finger G. We're kind of working the 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd G. You could use an F major 13, which is where you do 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And if you strum just the D string to the high E string, it's kind of a groovy F. That's called F major 13, and that way you've only got those 2 fingers to move from the G chord to the F major 13. And then from the F, we'd be going to an A minor chord. And normally you do this 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd. If you strum all those together, it sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds so sad. Now around A minors though, can be kind of cool to lift the 1st finger and make that an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended chord, kind of say some stuff around that chord, or you could lift off the 3rd finger and make it an A minor 7, or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7, which would be very, very cool too. Or if you're looking for some really easy options and you're digging on that 4-finger G to the F major 13, you can use an A 7 sus by doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. So it's a little bit more unresolved, playing against the tune just a little bit. That made that chord change really, really easy. You'd just be moving 2 fingers from the G to the F major 13 to the A 7 sus, which would be very cool through the tune. Or if you're digging on the bar chord options, kind of working that G major bar to the F major bar, you could just take your bar and slide it all the way up to the 5th fret. And I got 1st finger bar and 5th fret, and then randomly we're going to lift the 2nd finger and shoot a bird and make me very, very sad. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, that's a dangerous finger. But you got first finger is a bar on 5th fret, third finger on the A7, pinky on the D7. There's another way you can play A minor. You can also jazz that up by lifting off the pinky and making that an A minor 7. Which can be very, very cool too. So there's lots of different ways to kind of work just those 3 chords actually on the guitar, and we've only talked about several different possibilities. But through the tune, actually, especially at the very beginning, you may want to work just big downs on the chords actually for that intro. Kind of G, big F, big A minor, and you may want to let that hang, or you could replay it. So big G, big F, big A minor, or you could use something I call a down count, which is where you kind of feel either the quarter note or the 8th note randomly. If you're feeling the quarter note, you do 4 downs on everything. G, 2, 3, 4, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could double time that, kind of feeling 8 on each chord. Kind of G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, A minor, or randomly. You could also take the flat of the right hand, lay it down on top of the saddle, and make that really, really sneaky by adding some right hand beauty. Especially when that bass line kicks in, that might be kind of a cool way to kind of work part of the tune. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the G and just tried that a lot to get used to that, you have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. So we can do that a lot to get used to it. And if we tried that through our chord progression, you have the G, F, A minor, another way you could work it. Something else you could add to that too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G you'd have the low E for the bass note. On the F bar you'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7 you have D for the bass. And on the A minor you'd have the A for the bass. Unless you're doing the bar, and then you'd have the low E for the bass for the bar on the A minor. Try it that way, you have the G, F low E bass, down, up, down, A minor bass, down, up, down, A minor bass, down, up, down, G bass, down, up, down, F low E bass for the bar, A minor with an open A bass, down, up, down, or low E bass, G, especially when that bass line kind of kicks in, where you may want to go, oh man, I'm so excited, I want to do more with my strum pattern. And one of my other favorite patterns for myself, what feels really good with the tune, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. Kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do a down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. the tune at tempo, you really have to practice that a lot. Because it is going fast, so you'd have kind of that G, F, A minor, down, A minor, G, F, A minor, A minor. And you could also add basses to that pattern. So you could take the G, for instance, and work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or as a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or as a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up. All be cool little variations. So you have the G, F, A minor, G, licks around these chords too. That can be kind of cool to kind of add in. So what I'm doing right now, this is kind of trippy. If you're digging on the bar chords, you could kind of work it as almost like some left hand muting, where you kind of take the bar and I'm lift it up just a little bit to kind of feel the strings. I'm not lifting it up so much that I'm actually getting the strings to sound. I'm not pressing down enough to get the sound of the notes. But you might want to work kind of a bass, bass, down, down, up, and then kind of a mute for the up, bass, down, up, down, or even experiment. Actually, I'm wanting to do all kinds of crazy stuff now, but so it's kind of cool because you can kind of lift the left hand up just a little bit off the chord to kind of get that muting sound to work rhythm. So you don't necessarily have to strum the chord with the whole strum pattern. You could work some of the rhythm pattern as just mutes. So you have a G, F, A minor, G, F. Or you can just kind of keep that down, up, going, kind of that 16th feel. Kind of put the left hand down where you want to accent things with the chords. That would be a really cool concept. Definitely a little bit more advanced kind of technique. Wow, what am I doing right now? Down, mute, 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 down, mute, 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 down, mute, mute. You dig on that? Down, mute, 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 down, mute, 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 down, mute, mute. Kind of an idea. And it might even be cool to try to follow that G bass run and go back and kind of hit on that G, or mixing up all these ideas. Find a way that feels good to you and run with it. So you can kind of make the song a little bit your own too. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. Love this track. It's poppier than these guys normally do, but I really dig on the song. So best of luck. Don't forget to subscribe.